Welcome, Smoky Valley volleyball fans, to the second Smoky Valley High School Triangular of the Week here in Varsity Court. I'm joined here with former Smoky Valley head coach Charlene Ramsey, and we're here to bring you some volleyball action versus Clay Center and Central Plains.
Yes, nice to be here again, Mike. We were here Tuesday night with the second home game of the season, and tonight will be our last home game. We'll also celebrate our seniors in between the matches tonight.
Yep, we'll do senior recognition before the final match, and we'll be able to keep all that going here on the same live stream, so no need to jump in and out and all that. Hopefully I can get that figured out for us. So, yeah, looking forward to some quality volleyball, though, as this Clay Center team is coming in with just an incredible record.
Yeah, Clay Center comes in at 24-3, and their losses were to Nemaha Central, who is the #1 ranked team in 3A right now. And the other two losses were from Beloit, who is the #1 ranked team in 3A. So Clay Center's a 4A school, coming in at #4 ranked today as of the morning here. KVA rankings come out on Wednesday morning. So we know we're going to have some good volleyball here tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it here. The girls are getting warmed up. Looks like we've got about a minute and a half left before we get underway, and then we'll do the Star Spangled Banner and all that good stuff. So
okay. So yeah, Clay Center is head coach by Robert Moran. He's been in Clay Center for I don't know how long, but he's been there for quite some time.
He looks familiar. You coached against him, right?
Yes. Yeah, and he and I were active together in KVA and did some summer KVA All-Star Game stuff, and if memory is serving me correctly, which, Mike, you know what happens as you start to age with memory, right?
I don't remember.
I think somebody told me he coached, and then he sat out for a while, and then came back into it several years ago.
Okay.
So if that's not accurate, I apologize. But anyway, he is assisted with Laura Pullman and Sally Lee. The Smoky Valley Vikings are coached by Doug Snyder, head coach, assistant Nicole Beekert, and just lost her married name.
Kelsey Unruh.
Unruh.
Yes.
I knew it wasn't Anderson, but I couldn't come up with
Formerly
Unruh.
Anderson, now Kelsey Unruh.
Yes. So we're excited to see what the Vikings do. They came off some really good wins on Tuesday night. They took Hillsboro, to a powerhouse volleyball school, took them to 3 sets and actually pulled off the win. And that last set, man, it was just point for point, 20-20, 21, 22, 23. I mean, it just went point to point until finally the Vikings sealed the deal with the victory.
We had finished up in Hayes, watching the girls in Hayes, and we're in the car and getting ready to drive back here, and I pulled it up on my phone and was able to watch those last few points.
Okay, awesome.
It was a battle. It was a battle.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Volleyball triangular between Clay Center.
Mr. Nelson getting us introduced here. I think we'll be standing to do the Star Spangled Banner here shortly.
Officials for tonight's contest.
Some things shifted around here.
Mike Jantz. In accordance with Kansas State High School Activity Association Rule 52, we ask that all players, coaches, and spectators exemplify the type of sportsmanship that would make your school and community proud. Let us all work together in making all high school activities a positive experience. By being courteous and respectful to all players and officials, we can help assure high school activities are indeed the other half of education. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you would rise.
We'll let you guys listen and enjoy the Star Spangled Banner here.
Senior Smoky Valley High School student Ella Stambaugh-Tubbs.
Ella Stambaugh-Tubbs will be performing for us.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars, who
Outstanding job there. All right. Girls are taking the floor here. Coach, I'm going to let you talk through the Clay Center starters right quick.
Clay Center starters, we have a number 5, Lily Edwards, a number 13, Janae Crimmins, number 7, Ramey Lipker, a number 12, Reagan McDonald, number 6, Bree Lund, and a number 3, Reese Gesselbeck.
All right, very good. And there are Clay Center starters. It looks like Coach Schneider is going to go ahead and put out his typical starters here.
Okay, serving position looks like Trista Spittler. Coming up to the front row, Keely Friesen. And the girls are doing some switching here after the official checked the lineup. So Katia Blanchett in the front row. Kaysen French, back row. To complete the back row, we've got Kinsley Haxton in the middle back and Riley Toll in the left back position. Keely Friesen will run the offense for the Vikings in a 5-1. Did a really nice job on Tuesday night, changing the sets to different hitters and rotating the ball around to keep the defense on the toes. So it's waiting for the officials to go ahead and whistle for the opening serve.
Yeah, it looks like we have Mike Jantz down here on R2 here on the floor at the scorer's table right now. And who's R1?
Sandy Dutt. Both are Abilene.
Okay, all right.
Sandy actually coached Abilene High School with Mike. My younger years when I taught in Abilene, I knew these two folks.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Mike Jantz has been a staple for Abilene volleyball forever.
Yes,
so,
he sure has.
It's good to see him out and about.
Yes.
So here we go, underway with a high jump serve. Keeley sets up Katia with a nice attack there, gets it rolled over. Keeley again, sets up Katia, good hard swing there, dug up out of the back row. Swing from number 7 there.
Yeah, Kinsley Haxton got a touch on that ball and just couldn't quite make it past. Katia tried to, but just wasn't quite enough room to get that ball up into the air.
Yeah, Lipker doing a nice job there, getting that ball over the net. Kind of an off-speed attack. So
yes.
Another nice high jump serve here from number 5, Edwards here. Katia, soft shot this time. Picked up, pushed back over. Keeley dumps it. Swing coming from 12 now, and that one goes over to right at the line judge's feet there, Mrs. Doak.
Yeah, I think Kinsley wasn't sure if that was going to be out and hesitated a little bit, and it just dropped in at that corner.
So Clay Center with an early 2-point advantage here in the opening set.
That's an impressive jump serve, Mike.
It really is.
I mean,
Lily Edwards is just a sophomore, and she is that is an advanced play.
Yes, it is. And the thing is, sometimes you see about 50% from a high school jump server. And, man, she's, 4 for 4 right now?
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
There we go. Keeley doing a beautiful job there, setting up Katia. Katia reading the defense, getting it around the blockers, and dropped it in. So Vikings finally find their first point here. And it's Keely Friesen going to go back to serve. Keely serving from the middle. Soft serve, dug up. Soft attack, free ball situation for the Vikings now. Katia, off-speed attack, could not get it up over the net, though. Timing a little bit off there for the Vikings.
I think Katia recognized they were running a triple block on her in the middle there, so she knew the two wings would be open, and she saw it correctly, just didn't execute it quite deep enough.
So serve coming from number 13, Janae Crimmins. Senior, is that an ace?
Yeah, that's an ace.
I look down to read the name, and or was that Libby? Now
that's 13.
They've got 2 13s on here.
Oh, you're right. Elena Libby and Janae Crimmins. Well, if this 13 sets, then it's Janae Crimmins.
Okay. Oh, great job by the blockers there on the Clay Center side.
Yeah.
Keeley gets it pushed over. Go ahead. Oh, and a hard attack there by Lipker.
Yeah, Vikings ran a double block here on that outside, and with French and Blanchett. Just made it around our block. So
Haxton over to Friesen, and Haxton trying to attack out of the back row. just got us out of system right now, and Clay Center just taking off with an early 7-1 lead here.
Yeah, I think we're really struggling with just that first pass on the serve.
Yes,
we can't set up our offense very well. There we go.
Keeley sets up Katia. Nice double block there by the Tigers. They're able to shove it right back down on our side, and that's going to cause Coach Schneider to pull him in and talk about it a little bit here.
Yeah, that was a really nice pass, Kinsley Haxton to Keeley Friesen, who set the ball up to Katia, but man, those blockers had an eye on Katia. I'm sure they've done some homework, and they're aware that we're going to go to Katia when we can.
Katia is a very big target statistically, and she's just a big presence on the court.
That's right.
They're definitely going to be focused on her. Hopefully the Vikings can make some adjustments and maybe use her as a decoy a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed Tuesday night they were running a few more threes, is what it's called. So it's a set that's going to go between the middle and the outside. Mm-hmm. So it pulls your middle blocker not knowing exactly where she's going, and it pulls the outside blocker not sure. So you split the difference in hopes that the blocker can't set up in time to defend that attack.
Well, hopefully that little bit of deception here will start working out for us here. So Katia on the serve receive. Nice pass up to Keeley. And that gets pushed over by Kason French. Clay Center doing a nice job getting back into system. Swing from number 8 there. Got to find her name here on the... That was number 8, right?
Or 6. There's a 6 up there. Was it?
Bree Lund? Was that what it was? Okay, maybe so. Oh.
I think it's a 6.
Okay, it's a 6. So Haxton coming in on the tough serve there. Ball had all the air out of it. Had all the air let out of it as it got over the net. And Haxton had to dig that up. But once again, they get us out of system on that opening pass.
Mm-hmm.
Keeley setting up Katia again. Katia just a little bit out of sync here, a little bit out of sorts as she tries to push that back over to the left, her left, and drop that in over on the Tiger side of the floor.
Yeah, she just mouthed over to the coach. She goes, I don't know what to do. I think, some frustration there, trying to do too much maybe. Just needs to settle in.
Hard attack out of the back row by Trista Spittler. That one goes deep. As Vikings are staring down an 11-point deficit now, they are struggling to get any any defense generated at this point.
Yeah, we really just need to get some momentum going our way and string some points together. There we go. Maybe we'll start right here.
Katia did a nice job getting it up over the blockers and dropping it in that donut hole right on their ankles.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing. I think they think Katia is probably going to do a big swing every time, and if she can sell it, it sure will be in our favor.
So Kason French with a service error puts that one in the net. Gives the ball back to Clay Center. Ramey Lipker is going to move back to serve. And we've got a little bit of substitution here. All right, so Gisselbeck's out, and Lily Edwards is in for the Tigers. So Lipker. Katia gets that passed up. Haxton gets it pushed over. Hard swing. It is dug up, though. And Vikings get it up over the floor. Nice job by Keeley Friesen. Keeping the ball alive. And then they get an attack there. Looks like Lipker again with an attack out of the back row.
Yeah, I think so.
And
nice hustle by the Vikings back here. But we're still just scrambling.
Completely out of system. Can't seem to get back into order here. So Lipker serve off the tape. Dug up by French. Katia over to Riley Toll, who's checked in. Swing to that far right corner. It's dug up. Kinsley gets it up over the blockers. They dig it up out of the back. Free ball situation for the Vikings. Katia with a roll shot up over the ankles and drops it in. Lipker hits the floor for it, tries to dig it up.
Yeah, she really sold that. She put her hand up high as if she was going to attack and then change the formation of her hand. But Vikings had to send 2 free balls over during that rally, and we're really going to have to limit those free balls on a team like Clay Center.
Katia with a nice hard serve. Blockers at the net there. Pick that up, get it pushed back over to the Tiger side. Katia on the dig. Keeley over to Trista Spittler. She gets on that. thought there might be a touch, but I think it was a little high.
Yeah, she was begging to the refs for it, but they didn't agree, so.
Serve coming from number 12 now for the Tigers, Reagan McDonald. Keeley sets up Riley Toll. She gets that, and just goes a little bit long out of bounds.
It almost grabbed that tape line. She saw that it was an open shot there, but just went a couple inches too deep.
McDonald serving again. Clay Center with a 13-point advantage. Hard serve again, just cleared the tape. Swing from out of the back row from Kadia. There's a little deception. Kinsley Haxton looked like she was going to set it, and Kadia came out of nowhere and crushed it.
Yeah, that back row attack that she's so good at. And Mike, you've watched a lot of college ball, and I just noticing in the D1 schools that, gosh, there's so much back row attacking now, even more than it used to be.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a weapon.
So it's good swing by number 5 there, dug up by Kadia. Overpass puts it on the Tiger side of the floor. Hard swing again.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Ball did not fall as it kind of rolled off the tape, got tangled up there, and fell on our side of the floor.
Yeah, there's not much you can do with a ball like that. You hardly have time to even try to make a pass. It just falls right out of that net.
So serve from Bree Lund now for the Tigers. Keeley with a pass up to Trista. Trista gets on that and puts it down.
Yeah, she did. Clay Center sent up a single blocker, but it just wasn't enough.
No, excellent execution there by the Vikings. That's the type of Viking volleyball we like to see.
Yeah, and I've noticed from watching Trista, she likes to set high and close to the net, and when she can connect, boy, it's a tough attack.
Yep, look out. Oh, and speaking of connection there, a little bit of an off speed up over to our blockers. Lily Edwards puts that one down. We collapsed on it, but could not get pancaked out enough. I think I heard the term spatula. Could not get the spatula out to get that ball popped back up.
Lily Edwards is their number 2 attacker, so.
We'll be seeing more of that. Looks like Case and French tried to attack into the block on that, hoping it would ricochet out of bounds. It did fall inbounds on our side of the floor, so.
Yeah, she took a nice swing at it.
Clay Center looking for their 20th point here. Keeley sets up, a little bit of a miscue there. It does get pushed over to their side. Hard attack there, dug up by Haxton. Oh.
Wow.
She got popped pretty good.
She did.
She's doing okay, and Vikings trail by 15 here as Coach Schneider's going to pull them in and see if he can get this serve broken and get things reset a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just noticing Clay Center takes every opportunity they can to attack the ball.
They really do.
I mean, their hitters aren't too picky because they're swinging at anything that they possibly can to make some kind of play rather than to send that free ball over.
They are a relatively tall group, and they're athletic enough that they can get elevation and show a lot of different looks and make it real tricky for the players on the other side of the net there to try to defend it.
Yeah, most definitely. Just looking at some of the stat leaders for the Clay Center Tigers. I was surprised because we were commenting on the hard serve from number 7 that opened up the...
Yeah.
And she's not number 5.
I think it was 5, Lily Edwards. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got 32 aces on the season so far. So that serve is pretty deadly.
So Case and French gets that one pushed over. Off-speed attack there, dug up by Tatum Reed, who's checked in. Spittler gets on that. They somehow dig it up, keep it alive. Somewhat of a free ball situation, a little bit awkward. Keeley sets up Trista. Didn't get anything on it. And Tatum tries to get under it and get it popped back up, but they do drop it in the donut hole.
Yeah, Tatum did make a touch on the ball, just wasn't able to make a pass to generate some offense.
So serve again from Edwards. Kadia on the receive. Keeley sets up Kadia with an attack out of the back row. It's dug up. Nice cross-court pass. Swing from number 7 again, Lipker. And Kadia not able to contain it.
Yeah, she leads the team with 4.3 kills per set, and you can tell she's got some leaps.
She sure does.
She can jump over there in that outside hitting position.
Nice pass over to Keeley. Set up Trista for a swing, but the blockers had sniffed that one out, and they were ready for it. Smoky Valley struggling right now to get any sort of momentum going. Tatum on the serve receive. Keeley cross court over to Katia with a roll shot out of the back row. Swing from Lipker again. Haxton digs it up. Keeley. And Kasem gets that pushed over with a roll shot. Swing from Edwards.
Yeah, it goes to our back row. We just can't quite handle it and ricochet it out to the stands.
So that's going to set up set point now. It's Clay Center doing an efficient job of dispatching the Vikings.
Yeah.
Trista with an off-speed attack there. They got a partial block on it. Lipker gets on that and pushes it out the back of the court. So attack error keeps the Vikings alive here in the opening set.
We got a Reese Gisselback coming in, number 3, senior for Clay Center.
Spittler with the serve. Oh, and that one's going to go wide left. And so service error gives the Tigers their 25th point here. And they win the opening set 25-6.
You know, let's hope that after this first set, Smoky Valley can just let that one go. And the girls can rally around one another and say, hey, you know what? New set, new opportunity.
It just means that we have to play 3 sets now.
That's right. That one's over.
Yeah.
Let's try and battle here.
Yep, absolutely. So the schedule for today, while Charlene's taking a drink, the schedule for today is Smoky Valley versus Clay Center here. We started at 5 o'clock. Following this match, it'll be Clay Center versus Central Plains. You won't have to listen to us on that one. We won't provide any audio coverage on that. We'll have you can listen to the ambient sounds, the pleasant sounds of volleyball madness here.
That's right.
And then following the Clay Center Central Plains match, we'll have the senior recognition, and then that'll lead us into the final match of the night, Smoky Valley versus Central Plains.
Yes, in Central Plains, coming in with a 9-16 record, and I know we'll talk about them a little bit more, but definitely not having the season that they're typically used to. So I don't know if it's a rebuilding opportunity for them. I haven't really looked at their roster enough to tell you if they're a little bit younger or what's happening, but I know they've been used to a really successful program. And
the thing that I remember at Central Plains was they were always pretty solid and always scrappy.
Yes.
Very scrappy players. Mm-hmm. You would think that a smaller school like that, they would not be as proficient in volleyball. And by golly, they were. Yeah,
they really are. And I think they have a lot of success in a lot of their athletic programs and kind of just maybe have that kind of culture
That culture and tradition really speaks a lot.
Right.
And it continues on and on. Maybe the record, I don't know who they've played, but I have a feeling it's going to be a good match. They will put a good team on the court. They always do.
Yes, absolutely. So, we'll be celebrating our 3 seniors tonight and definitely want to recognize them, their commitment to the Smoky Valley volleyball program for the 4 years that they've been in high school, and definitely appreciate their dedication to the sport and willingness to be leaders on the court and off the court.
Katia, Tatum, and Riley.
Mm-hmm.
So you coached them for a couple of years.
Yeah, this is my last group.
Is it really?
Yeah, Katia was a freshman my last year, so
I can't believe it's been that long.
This is Doug's 3rd year back into the game.
So coming into the second set, Keely Friesen will open up serving for the Vikings. Still waiting for R1 to get everything together. He's checking with the scores table. I'm sorry, R2 was. R1 with the beckon here. There it is. Keely with a nice serve, picked up. Cross-court pass over to 7. And Lipker again puts it down. Gets around that block and puts it away.
The setter set her kind of wide out, which then our defense should say, oh, wait a minute, there's no way she can go line if she has to go that far wide. So defense needed to probably read that angle a little bit better.
Yep. Serve from Libby on this one.
Libby
sets up
number 12.
McGee, if that's right. Oh no, McDonald. Excuse me. Oh, overpass and in the net. Oh, we're going to count that one as a kill.
Yes, we'll get that to Riley Toll.
Absolutely.
Heads up ball up there from Riley on the right side.
So we've got a substitution going in. Who is this for coming in for
That's
Kinsley?
Cameron Ryan.
Cameron Ryan coming in.
Yes,
For
Cameron got some good minutes on Tuesday night. Actually made 2 blocks in a row and then a kill.
Oh, great.
So she had 3 points for the Vikings right away. It was awesome.
So that attack's going to go long, out of bounds. No touch by the Vikings. And the Vikings lead for the first time.
Nice. A good start to this set.
Kason French, nice serve. Hard attack there, bounced off the head of Katia. Katia's going to wind up and got that ball snuck in between McDonald and the net.
Nice defense in the back row. Trista Spittler digging that ball up to set that play up, and she really did a nice job of getting on the floor and making that play.
Kason French again with the serve. Picked up by Lund. Hard attack by Lipker again.
Yeah, we had a double block on it. Cameron and Katia both went up and got some fingers on it, but just not enough power to send it back over.
Lipker doing a nice job of bringing that ball just a little bit across her left there to put that spin on the ball so it would roll down the net.
Yeah, she's a good player.
Lipker, hard serve. That one's going to go long out of bounds.
Lipker's only a sophomore, Mike.
Well, I don't want to hear that. No, that's great.
Wow. Yeah, keep an eye on her.
Yep. Katia with a hard serve for the Vikings. Swing from number 14. Katia digs it up, goes into the net. Make sure I don't know which 14 it is, if it's Edwards or Johnson.
Okay, let's see.
I've been saying Edwards, but it may be Johnson.
I think it's Edwards because the statistics on here, she has a lot more, and I don't see a Johnson with that varsity stats. So.
Okay, very good. So we'll go with Edwards on that, and then that attack that serve by McGee goes in the net. So Miley McGee, there's Miley and Molly.
Vikings up 5-3.
Riley Toll with the serve. Libero digs it up. Out of system. Lipker. Nice hard attack, though. Gets us out of system. Free ball situation now for the Tigers. Nice attack. Good defense there by the Vikings. And there's a nice hard swing.
Yeah, Cameron Ryan with the kill. Yes, here on the outside.
So good to see some production coming off the bench there. Vikings with a 3-point advantage. Riley Toll again with the serve. Nice serve. Back set. Off-speed attack. Good job by the Vikings there. Good job on both sides of the floor. Oh,
nice.
Good hard attack there. Great dig by French. That one went to the net. They're going to say four hits as that one hit the tape.
Yeah,
no contact by the Tigers.
Yeah, Kason French. Nice dig on that attack. Came right at her. Boy, she was ready.
That thing was a laser beam.
It was.
Serve from number 6, Lund. Katia, Keeley, Trista. Good block at the net. Vikings get it rolled over to the Tigers' side. Hard attack by number 6 that time, and that's going to go deep. Lund hit that one too far out. Vikings go back to a 3-point advantage.
I'm definitely feeling some more energy from the Vikings, again, some smiles and clapping and cheering for each other, and just keep this momentum going.
Paxton with a nice serve there, picked up by Lipker. That attack, trying to dump it on the second pass there, went wide to her right, our left, and out of bounds. So.
Yeah, I think that Clay Center pass pushed the setter to the net, and she didn't have a lot of options. And
okay, they're going to call a rotation error now on the Tigers.
Mike and I were talking about that actually before the game, and I asked him if that was kind of a point of emphasis because Tuesday night, that down official called it 4 times.
Oh, my gosh.
And he said if you've got a team that's kind of sloppy at rotating, early before the serve goes over, that they'll call it.
Okay. Oh, and then the Vikings thought that ball was going to go long out of bounds, and it stayed in. So I didn't see who got an attack on that. I think it was Edwards, who's serving now. Tatum read on the receive. Good pass up to Keeley. Over to Kason French, who gets on that and gets it pushed over. Swing from Lipker. Lipker, partial block. Dug up. Keeley, back over to Cotty out of the back row. Didn't get enough on it and hit it into the net.
Darn it. That was looked like a nice swing. It just didn't quite clear.
So Edwards again with a serve. Keeley back over to Kason French. Nice hard attack there. Gets them out of system. Free ball now for the Vikings. Katia, Keeley, back over to Trista. Trista gets on that. Gets it past the blockers. Libero can't dig it up. Nice kill.
Yeah, 3 nice touches on that ball. The pass, set, and attack.
All right, we're going to get a quick substitution in.
What I like what the Vikings did there, too, was Clay Center was out of system, sent the ball over. Vikings possibly, I think, recognized it and quickly made the attack before they had a chance to set up defense.
Yeah, great play. Lipker, swing on that. Picked up. Katia gets that one pushed over. They dig it up. Off-speed attack again. Lipker. Oh, somehow with just an awkward attack from Lipker, kind of off of her back heel there, gets it rolled over and drops it in.
You know, the other attack that play from Lipker, we actually got a little touch on that, slowed it down, and I thought if we could do that every time. There's that darn serve that.
Yep. Oh, overpass, but we dig up the attack. Tatum gets it rolled over on a free ball. Lipker down the left line. They pick it up. Tatum picks that one up. They're going to call
net.
I think it was a net. I couldn't see it. Or push.
I think Keeley motioned to herself.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't see the signal.
I just saw
right
her go, my bad, so
okay.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
That serve is impressive.
It really is. Love the spin on it, too.
Beautiful, yeah. Oh, man.
So Lipker doing a nice job getting a strong attack. We get a partial block on it. It bounces off the tape and goes out of bounds to our right.
Yeah, they may be recognizing that Keeley is that right side blocker right now, not as much height. And they may be pushing that ball over to that corner.
So Tigers have knotted it up at 9. French gets it rolled over on a free ball. Swing from, oh, doggone it. I just had her name, McDonald.
Yes.
Nice attack by McDonald there, putting that down.
Yes, right down in that corner.
So serve again from Edwards. Trista Spittler gets that one pushed over. McGregor. They're going to say 4 hits. I felt like we kind of got it on her wrist, but she's looking right down the net.
Yeah, yeah.
So the Vikings are tied with the Tigers at 10. Keeley with a nice serve. Overpass situation. Keeley. Riley dumps it on the second pass. Swing from McGregor. Back row. Kinsley picks it up. That one somehow navigates its way through the rafters without touching anything. Katia gets on that. The blockers get on it and push it back over to our side. We're going to deal with it. French gets it pushed over. Cross-court attack again. Oh, you can tell when it goes from near side to far side, it's going to be trouble for the Vikings.
She loves to go wide.
She goes wide, and then we have trouble just in the block to try to get on it and cover the spot over here. So great execution by the Tigers to win that point and get up by 1 here. Free ball for the Tigers. And that attack by Lipker goes wide to our right, their left. And we're knotted at 11. Going to get a quick sub in here. Haxton out, Ryan in. Did I get that one right? Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know Cameron.
Ouch.
Oh, and that ball goes long out of bounds.
Yeah. Way back in the day, my daughter Elise coached Cameron for the Smoky Valley Strikers.
Oh, yes, the Strikers, yes.
I knew of Cameron during those days.
Yeah. Oh, Kaysen French puts that one in the net. So we're tied at 12.
I'm so proud of our Vikings for staying with it this set and not keeping their head, buried in the sand after that first set, but getting up and trying to make some things happen here.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to say 14 is Johnson. I keep saying Edwards, but
I don't see. Well, let me see.
Okay, and that block goes wide left out of bounds. Clay Center picks up the point on the attack.
Is she a middle?
Yes.
Okay, then that's Johnson.
Johnson is the middle at
Edwards
14.
is an outside.
Okay, and Edwards.
It says here.
Okay.
Ball dropped between two of our Vikings for an ace serve from Clay Center.
Because I have Lily Edwards as the jump server.
Yes.
So I'm going to try.
Yes, and
Clay Center goes up by 2, and that's timeout Vikings. So Johnson, okay, we're going to say Johnson is 14. Does that sound right?
She's the middle. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to cross out these extraneous numbers here on my roster.
I'm guessing they have two different jerseys they like to wear.
They do.
And the numbers aren't the same for whatever reason.
And
Probably old jerseys, new jerseys.
No, it's to confuse the people that are trying to call the game. That's why they do this.
Probably so. So after this match is over, we'll talk a little bit about postseason play and explain the new format for 3A with a regional first and then a sub-state. So we'll go over some of those details so our fans are in the know on how that's going to work.
Yeah, and it's very confusing. So I'm glad that you've done some research on that and can explain it because there's no way I could articulate it.
Just don't ask me questions.
Okay. You were 100% correct. Lipker with the serve coming out of the timeout. Dug up by Spittler out of the back row. Kaylee gets on that. Passes over to Kadia, who gets it. Lipker on the dig. Oh, off-speed attack there by number 6, Lund. Ryan gets that one free-balled over.
Yeah.
Off-speed attack. Didn't get a number on that, but... Got a little bit of confusion here. Line judges...
Well, yeah, I don't think she wanted to call it.
Well,
it was in.
It was in. Larita Olson is a sweetie.
I think she was anguished with.
Yes.
Oh, I really don't want to, but I have to.
Hated to call it. So Lipker, good hard serve there. Kaysen French on the receive. Keeley over to Kadia. Kadia gets on top of that. They dig it up out of the back row. Free ball situation now for the Vikings. Spittler, Friesen. Kadia puts it down.
Yes, we need to do a lot more of that.
Much more of that. Outstanding execution there. Picking that up on the free ball and staying in system. Good passing. Sets up Kadia Blanchett for an easy kill.
Just looking at our matchup here, Kadia goes to the back row, but so does number 7 for Clay Center. So that's a good matchup.
Okay, so that's over the blockers. Kadia on the dig. Keeley cross court over to Ryan, who goes wide left out of bounds.
You know, Ryan does like that line shot. I saw her do that Tuesday night a couple times successfully. And I was impressed because sometimes your younger players can't always hit that line. They're used to going cross, but she did it well the other night.
Oh, Kadia handcuffed on that, but somehow able to keep it alive. Pass from Keeley goes back to Kadia, and she's not able to get it up high enough to get over the net. So
I've seen a little frustration on Kadia's face here. Sometimes, when you do that senior night stuff, it kind of messes with your psychic a little bit. And I don't know if that's what she's feeling, but.
So Ryan on the serve receive. Keeley back pass over to French, who gets on top of that and gets it over. Swing from Edwards. There's a swing. Oh, now we were in the net there, missed that. Ryan was in the net. Good dig by French there. Overpass, though. She had sniffed that one out. Johnson had sniffed that out and absolutely put it away.
Yeah, nothing usually comes good of an overpass. You usually end up taking it in the teeth.
You usually do, yes. That's a middle's dream right there.
Yes. I remember somebody by the name of Abby Rose.
Oh, I don't know her.
Excelling at that. She loved those.
She still does.
I remember loving those as a player way back when. Just a few years ago.
Yep, just a few years ago. Well, just a couple weeks ago, right? Yeah. McDonald with the serve. long, went out of bounds, so that gives the ball back to Riley Toll with the serve. Free ball situation now for the Vikings. Nice soft pass over to Keely Friesen. Off-speed attack. Blocker's not able to get that pop back up. The libero collapsed on it, trying to get underneath it, and Craig just couldn't get enough on it to keep it alive. So nice job by the Vikings there. Pick up the point. Riley Toll with the serve again. Nice cross, picked up by the back row here by French. Kadia sends over a free ball. Swing from Edwards again, partial block. Nice job keeping the ball alive. Trista Spittler pushes in that back corner. Outstanding read.
Yeah, very good read. It was wide open back there.
So I like to see that. A little bit of strategy going on here as the Vikings are trying to dig themselves out of that 3 or 4 point deficit. They're back to within 2. Riley, nice serve. Good attack there. Oh, and that one avoids the rafters. It gets way up there but stays alive. Trista gets it rolled over. Swing from Edwards. And that ricochets off the block and pinballs off of her head and falls to the ground.
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you, the Clay Center setter, I'm just watching her move around the court, and she really does a nice job feeding her hitters.
So Bree Lund with the serve for the Tigers. Picked up by Tatum Reed. Nice pass. Oh, Kadia with a swing out of the back row puts that one into the net.
That's unusual for Kadia. Those back row attacks, she usually can really pound it over, but
timing was just a little bit off for her, I think. Her downstroke wasn't quite where it needed to be. Keeley keeps this one alive. Trista gets it rolled over. They cover. Nice swing. We dig it up. Oh, nice job by Cameron Ryan keeping that ball alive. Oh, Cameron tried to get back into position to get the block on it, and not in time.
Yeah, and I don't know if the Clay Center setter recognized that and hurry up and set that hitter because we had no block on it in the middle. We just couldn't quite recover from that scrambling that we had to do.
So trailing by 5 now. It's another Smoky Valley timeout.
Well, the Vikings have definitely picked up some energy and some offense this set as compared to the first, and maybe a little bit of confidence, too, that, hey, I think we could play with them.
Yeah.
So,
no, I definitely see a different set of energy or a different bit of energy from what we saw in that opening set. So they really had their daubers down, but they've done a nice job of bouncing back and making this a lot more interesting. So
yeah. And, sometimes you just don't know as a coach if that's going to happen or not. I can think back, I've had squads that if they get beat that bad, they really struggle to recover, and I've had squads who, can take it as motivation and for going into the second set.
Yeah. So breaking the huddle, coming out of the timeout. Bree Lund has moved back to serve for the Tigers. R1 has beckoned, and we're back underway. Oh, my gosh, what a serve.
Laser. I thought for sure it was going to hit the net.
I did too, and somehow it picked itself back up and got up over the tape, and my gosh.
Yeah, it barely cleared it.
So we'll see if she continues to serve that aggressively here. She does, and puts it into the net on that one.
Yeah, that one wasn't going to clear.
So Ryan out, Haxton in. Haxton's going to move back to serve. Good serve picked up by Lipker. Swing from number 6 in the back row. Sorry, can't get it. Oh, my gosh. Keeley recognizing the overpass, keeps the ball alive, and that's going to be 4 hits on the Tigers. Nice job, Keely Friesen. Good read on that ball. Paxton with a nice serve again. Johnson gets that one pushed over for the Vikings. Oh, and French, she knew as soon as it left the bump that it was going to go wide left here on the near side. So Tigers to within 2 of winning the match.
Vikings need to put a stop right now. We're going to run out of some time.
Lipker gets that one pushed over. No attempt on the block there, and no one able to pick it up here in the back. So that sets up match point here for the Tigers. Johnson moved back for serve. Puts that one in the net.
All right,
we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Vikings still alive here as we get a sub in. Johnson out and Craig in. No, that can't be right.
Number 4.
It must be Craig.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Craig. Boston Craig. Trista with a nice serve. Oh, that sets up...
yeah. That's...
Edwards.
Yes.
Edwards.
Yes.
So nice job. That was basically a jump serve for her.
Yeah.
So Vikings fall in the opening match here this evening. They fall 6-25 and 19-25 as Clay Center dispatches us very quickly and very easily.
Yeah, that second set obviously much better than how we handled them coming out of that first set. But Vikings need to regroup after this match, and they'll have the next match off and be ready to come in and play Central Plains then for the last one.
Yep, and so we will be underway here. I'm going to push some buttons. Is there anything else we need to discuss before we take off our headphones?
I didn't know if you wanted me to go over the regional stuff now.
This would be a great time. Let's talk about it a little bit. And we got 20 minutes for warm up between Clay Center and Central Plains. So.
Then we'll have senior night after the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, so Keisha did go with a new format for 3A, not just 3A, but 3A being the one that we're most interested in because, of course, of Smoky Valley. But there are 4 quadrants for regionals. So every school of 3A will go to a regional, but every school in 3A will not go to a sub-state like we've known before.
So do you know where the regional locations are? You said don't ask any questions, but I'm going to ask that one.
So good question, Mike. So this Sunday night, all of the records will be into the Keisha database. And then on Monday, they're going to announce who will be playing who at each region. So the higher seed will host that first game, and then I think the second one is still the higher seed. So the first game for regionals will play out on Monday, October 21st.
Okay.
So it's the higher seed will host. So the next Monday, then we'll actually know the site, who the officials are going to be, and so forth, so the schools can make plans, to be the host.
So how many teams are in a regional? Is
so
it 16?
There are, I believe, 16. Yes.
Yeah, 16 teams in each region, and there's 4 regionals.
Right. So like Region 1, right now, of the top 10 teams listed by KVA, they have 3 in that region that are in that top 10. Because, one of the complaints has always been sometimes with sub-states, some teams might come out who maybe wouldn't always necessarily represent the best teams.
Or the other way, you would have a loaded sub-state.
Right.
And it would eliminate really good teams.
Exactly. So I think this was an effort to do that. I think there's still maybe some discussion on whether or not it's going to do that. But anyway, it's worth a try. Region 2 has 1 top 10 team right now, Girard. And then Region 3 is kind of the one you don't want to be in. It has 4 right now, Halstead, Cheney, Wichita Trinity, and Heston. So I know Smoky Valley fans recognize some of those schools being in our league. And then Region 4 has 2 top 10 teams in it. Smoky Valley is in Region 4, Quadrant 4. If you hear that term, it's the same thing. And Beloit and Hoisington will be in our particular regional.
Okay.
So I know Hoisington tonight is playing over at Southeast, and they are playing, I believe, is it Halstead maybe? Anyway, whoever's playing over there tonight should be some really good games. So we'll find out upcoming Monday.
So when we find out on Monday, when would the next match be?
So the first round is played Monday, October 21st.
Okay, but so they'll announce it before then.
So we'll find out on the 14th.
Okay.
They'll release them on the 14th. They're meeting on the 13th. They'll release on the 14th. Okay. And then the first game will be the 21st. So a lot of teams, including the Vikings, have games the week of the 14th.
Okay.
But those particular wins, losses won't count towards any kind of seeding in for regionals. So the seedings will actually stop after I mean, it says Sunday, but no one plays Sunday.
Right.
But stop after this Saturday.
Okay. And then there isn't a quote-unquote sub-state like what we're used to
No.
where you would have multiple teams come into one location and play some kind of a tournament type format.
No. I think it's going to be basically two games and then a final game.
Okay. So, and then out of each regional, the winner will advance to state.
Yes.
So there will be
Out of each sub-state, not regional.
Okay, so how many out of each regional goes to sub-state?
I'm not sure, Mike. I don't want to answer that incorrectly. I don't know if it's one or two.
Okay.
Because I printed off the questions and stuff that people had been asking, and that wasn't one. So
I'm ahead of the curve.
I mean, you're just
I'm advanced.
You're exemplary.
Yes, that's it.
So let's see.
Oh, how many teams will be assigned to sub-states?
Oh, 4 teams.
4 teams will be assigned
sub-state.
to sub-state.
And there's 4 quadrants, so is that to say one coming out of each quadrant?
It's the number one team coming out of the regional or quadrant or whatever. It seems like
one out of each 16.
It's such a different system.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they would play at Hutch at the sports arena
for state.
Kind of the same format,
yes.
I presume.
Yes, the pool play.
The pool play and all of that.
Yep.
Kind of what we're used to. So, wow, it's a different world this year.
Well, and the other thing I thought was interesting too down here, because I thought, well, if they're going to take the higher seed to host, there's definitely some requirements you have to have in place to host like a sub-state.
Really?
And you have to have a certain amount of seating, and there's some requirements.
So you could be the higher seed, but you might not host.
And that's what this little paragraph alludes to. That is, if your court and your school doesn't meet the requirements, you may not get to host.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't know that would affect a lot of schools, but maybe possibly.
I can think of some gyms that would not be.
No, the gyms where your girls can't. I mean, you can't do a jump serve because there's not enough court.
Right.
For you to go back and do that. So. Right. Maybe some of those things are, in the requirements. I don't know, but interesting.
Like I said, it's a different world, and they did need to make some kind of change. We've been saying that for a lot of years.
Yes,
that something needed to change. I think this is a good first step or a good crack at it.
Right.
I hope they don't think that this is the final solution.
That's right.
Because it's still far from perfect, but it's definitely different.
Yeah, and it's hard because I know they do those quadrants by geographic locations. And so when they do that, okay, then you end up with 4 teams geographically who there aren't a lot of miles between them who are in that top 10.
Yep.
So, how do you deal with that? I don't know. Are you going to send somebody from, you send a Goodland, for example, out to Girard? Probably not. So, I don't know. There's been some talk about using a strength of schedule and max preps into, sub-state.
Yeah, I don't know how accurate that can be. I mean, that gets a little sketchy too. So,
especially like in the Kansas City area when you're talking about like Aquinas and St. James Academy. Like up until this year, I would help with the KVA weekly rankings every week, and we would always get flack from coaches like, how in the world can St. Aquinas or St. James Academy be a ranked school when they have a losing record? Mm-hmm. They might be a 4-10. Well, look at who they play.
Right.
It's the strength of schedule.
Right.
So sometimes records don't tell the whole story.
No, they really don't, especially in that.
That's right. So it's really complicated. A Goodland story is going to be completely different than Aquinas story.
Absolutely.
So if we had the answer, Mike, you and I probably wouldn't be sitting at this table.
No, we wouldn't. No.
I mean, we'd be working for Keisha.
We would be working for Keisha.
And making big bucks.
Or the Olympics. I think we're that good.
Let's go for the biggest dream. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, well, enough of that nonsense.
Time for us to break, probably.
I think we probably should break. It looks like we've got about 15 minutes before the start of the next match here. This will be Clay Center versus Central Plains. I think we'll probably just go ahead and mute this, and I will try to study the names here for the Oilers so I can maybe be a little more proficient when calling that one. So, but we'll be back here. We'll come back for senior recognition right after the end of this coming match. So thanks everybody for tuning in.
Thank you.
17 is the one she told me.
Oh, 17.
17 is speaking.
senior volleyball players and your parents, please go to the northeast corridor. And we'll start our senior volleyball recognition here in a couple minutes. Senior volleyball players and your parents, please go to the corridor.
Mom, Shauna, take the phone. Sorry. No, just keep it.
At this time, we would like to take the opportunity to recognize our senior athletes and their parents. Their commitment and hard work over the past 4 years has been greatly appreciated. There is no doubt that SVHS is a better place because of their involvement. Our senior volleyball players, Katya Blanchett, daughter of Nick and Karen Blanchett.
Okay, good.
Tatum Reed, daughter of Terry and Alexa Reed. Riley Toll, daughter of Dan Toll and the late Devin Pursuit.
Those of you who know me know I don't like to talk in front of people. So, on behalf of myself, Coach Unruh, and Coach Beater, we would like to thank each of our seniors for all the amazing moments over the course of the last 3 years that we've been with you and the 4 years that you guys have been in this program. It's been an absolute honor to work with each of you, and your love for the game comes through all the time. Again, your impact over these 4 years has been remarkable. You have witnessed 3 state tournament appearances. You have a banner to always come home to and be a part of. You've had a lot of amazing moments along the way with each other. You've given your time, your energy, your spirit, your passion, all of this stuff to make this program what it is today. Absolutely remarkable young ladies here. This is one of my favorite days and also least favorite days because it starts to signify the end of something that's been very special. Kat, Tatum, and Riley, thank you guys for everything. It truly has been an honor. All of your teammates, all of Smoky Valley High School, your family, your coaches, myself, appreciate what you guys have brought to this court, this school, this community. Thank you for allowing me and our 2 coaches to be a part of that. You truly do mean the world to us, and we are blessed that you have allowed us to be a part of your lives. Today's special, it's a special day, but we still have more work to do. Ladies and gentlemen, how about another round of applause for these 3 remarkable young ladies?
Welcome back, Smoky Valley Volleyball fans, to Varsity Court here, where we just honored our 3 seniors. Congratulations to Katia Blanchett, Tatum Reed, and Riley Toll. We want to thank them for their years of service here at Smoky Valley. And it was nice to get them out on the floor and with their parents and get them honored and recognized. So now that we're warming up here for our final match of the Triangular, we'll have Central Plains take on the Smoky Valley Vikings. Central Plains was just defeated by the Clay Center Tigers, and they lost in 2 sets, 25-10 and 25-8. So Clay Center, congratulations to them on winning tonight's Triangular. They are a very efficient team, very athletic, and they are fun to watch. They're going to go very far in the state. So
yeah, and they've had a good program for years, and they definitely were fun to watch. A lot of good hitters, but man, defense. And I mean, they weren't just digging the ball; they were making a good pass and a good play on the ball.
And aggressive.
Yeah,
just so aggressive. It never felt like they let up. They just always pushed.
Yeah,
so.
and you weren't going to get a lot of free balls over. They're not sending them.
No.
They're going to try to make some kind of a play out of it before they send a free ball. So
Yep.
It was impressive.
So congratulations to Clay Center on that, and safe travels to them as they head back to the big city. But now we're getting ready for the Central Plains Oilers versus the Vikings. So what do we see on the stat sheet here? What should we be looking for coming into this match, Charlene?
Yeah, so Central Plains right now is coming in. Actually, they'd be 9-17. They came in and start the evening 9-16, but did take a loss from the Clay Center Tigers. So 9-16, which I would say in years past, that's probably a little bit unusual. They usually have a strong season with a winning record, but for whatever the dynamics are this year. So led by Coach Lisa Kreitz. They are in the Central Prairie League. So just reviewing their stats pregame here, it does look like they have a fairly even distribution of the attack game. Definitely led by senior, let's see, what's her first name? Marilyn Sokin with 134 kills so far before this evening's match. So, but followed up with, I mean, they've got Ali Klima posting 72 kills. They've got Warda with 67, a Strauss with 72, and another Simpson with 52. So that's a fairly even distribution of the attack game after you take out the Marilyn Sokin kills. So also looks like, I think they're going to be a strong serving team. As a team, they're serving 92%.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty, I think the Vikings are about 89. You want to be, this time of year, you need to be in the 90s, the middle 90s, hopefully. That's kind of the goal. So
yeah.
I don't know that their block game is one of their assets. I think it might be one of the Viking assets with Katia and Trista, but I'm not sure we're going to see a lot of blocking from Clay Center. So I think we'll see some digging and a strong defensive game. They always have been, and I think they'll be led by the Davis girls with the digging. So not sure on offense if they're going to run a 5-1 or 6-2. Statistically, you might think a 6-2 with the assists that the two setters have posted, but you never know. It could be a one setter started this season, they switched to another, but they do have two setters with some pretty decent assist numbers, so I'm not sure what that dynamic is.
Yeah, when I watched them just in this last match here, it looked like Davis was setting a lot, but I may have just been watching certain rotations.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. So they work good all the way around. They're a good, scrappy little team. They're going to be fun to watch. You were talking about defensive and blocking. Klima was putting on some good blocks.
Okay.
So they seem. I think they're going to put up a little bit of a fight for us. So like I said in the first match, as we were talking about this match, this ought to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Central Plains always puts out a good team on the court, so this ought to be fun.
And I think Central Plains has a culture that they expect athletes to win.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
In whatever sport. So
absolutely.
I'm sure they're going to come out fighting and like you said, put a good game plan on the court. So
The music is finally shut off, thankfully. It was very loud. Even with these headphones on, it was loud.
It was loud.
I don't know how those kids do this.
I don't know if that's our age, Mike, or not, but goodness.
Yeah, it probably is. There's no other reason. There's no other logic that makes sense. We're just getting old. Let's see. So, looks like we're taking the court here. The Central Plains is still in a huddle. Our girls are lined up over here to our right. If you want to check out the JV match, you can check live.smokyvalley.org. We've got that. I got a link fixed, so hopefully you can see the Central Plains and Smoky Valley JV match underway already. They're ahead of schedule. So, all right, the girls are taking the court here.
Smoky Valley Varsity this year looks like suiting up 3 seniors, 3 juniors, 3 sophomores. So we'll be losing our 3 seniors, as we mentioned earlier, was Senior Day, but exciting to see what's on the horizon for Smoky Valley Volleyball with the 6 girls who will return.
Absolutely. Well, and I know that we've got some good ones coming up out of the middle school. We've been watching that a little bit, and my association with the Strikers, I see a lot of that. So I helped out with a couple of matches already with the middle school here. And we've got some good stuff coming up. So I am excited for the future here at Smoky Valley.
Yeah, somebody told me a couple of years ago at the quarterback club, they said, you know what, Smoky Valley's becoming a volleyball school. And I was like, that's the best compliment ever.
It truly is.
We want to be a volleyball school.
And we've got a nice tradition of volleyball here. Over the last, 10 years, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So. All right, so Keeley's opened up. Holy smokes, with an ace.
Yeah.
Nice hard serve there. Libero, number 4, Tegan Davis, could not contain that. So,
I think it was
41,
late decision on her part. I don't think she was going to go for it, and then as it came to her, she decided to. And
Keeley going for it again. This time it is picked up. Here comes a swing from number 17, Marilyn Sokin, and she gets that one to find the way to the floor there. So nice kill by Marilyn Sokin, who's going to move back to serve.
Yeah, straight line shot for Marilyn.
Little jump serve there from Sokin. Swing from Katia. Gets over the blockers, but dug up out of the back there by Davis. Katia gets on that, and Davis not letting that one fall. Nice little attack there. Oh, that's going to be 2 hits on Riley as Strauss gets that one pushed over. So Strauss with the kill.
I'm glad to see Katia swinging aggressively this set.
Very much, yeah. Oh, wow, nice serve there by Sokin. It kind of floated up on Haxton there, and she couldn't get underneath it, and it went out of bounds. So Marilyn Sokin again. Katia having some trouble getting a good pass on that. Puts it up underneath the net. That's another ace serve.
It's kind of the way the Vikings started out the first set against Clay Center. So let's hope they can turn things around here and play their game.
Absolutely. Tatum with the serve receive there. Katia with a pass over to Riley, and Riley not getting into the air to get on top of it. She knocks that one out to the backcourt. And that attack error gives the Oilers a 4-point advantage here in the opening set.
Yeah, those are the errors that you wish you could take back, because it's not that they force those errors. We kind of force them on ourselves.
So Katia gets on top of that one. Partial block, but dug up by Sokin. Sokin with a swing out of the back row. And she doesn't get on top of it, or she gets on top of it a little too much, I guess, and puts that one down at the feet of Mike Jantz over there on the other side there on R1. So Vikings pick up the point on the attack error, and Kaysen French is going to move back to serve. Kaysen with a high serve, picked up by Sokin in the back row, set by Davis, over to Simpson, gets that one over. Haxton gets that one pushed over the net. Tatum, Keeley, Katia gets on top of that.
Yeah, Keeley set her up with a quick set in the middle, and Katia ripped it.
That's really tough to defend when the attacker's already airborne, when the ball's heading on its way up. So Katia can just swat it.
Right, Katia's 6'1", I'm not sure.
I think so, yeah.
And Her blocker was probably 5'5", 5'6".
So nice block there at the net by Katia. Gets a partial block on that attack. Cross-court pass over to Haxton, who gets it pushed over. Swing from number 5, Simpson. It's dug up by Haxton. Kaysen over to Reed. Reed bumps it over. Free ball situation. Here comes a swing from number 15. It's blocked at the net. Again, number 15 digs that one up. Strauss gets it pushed over. Keeley. Katia, off-speed attack there. Good read by Katia, pushing that to the left, keeping it just inside the 10-foot line. And that's a point Vikings on the Katia Blanchett kill.
Yeah, Katia saw that little area open on the opposite side of the court, took advantage of it.
Kaysen French with the serve. Going cross-court over to the other corner there. Number 25, Klima, has got the serve receive on that. Try to get it up over the tape, and Katia just kind of bats it back down, so we're knotted at 5.
Yeah, good to see that big smile on Katia's face again. I saw some frustration from that first game, and I'm really proud of her for mentally just regrouping and coming back in here.
Kaysen, good hard serve again. Swing from number 5, Simpson. Dug up by Kaysen French. Katia, nice swing.
Yeah.
Was it dug up or did it bounce?
No, it bounced.
It bounced, okay. So
yeah.
Outstanding kill. Wow. Such fast play there. It's impossible for the Oilers to defend.
Yeah, I don't think they have anybody that's going to be able to block in the front row from what we're seeing so far.
Well, let's just stay in this rotation for the rest of the match. I'd be okay with that. Kaysen, nice serve. Dug up by Davis in the back here. Swing from 25. Klima. Free ball situation now for the Oilers as Haxton gets it pushed over. Klima, off-speed attack. Vikings do what they can to keep the ball up off the floor, but it does find its way down here up in our bench. So we're tied at 6. Oilers get the ball, and number 15, Maggie Strauss, is going to move back to serve. She's a 5'10 sophomore.
Yeah, Oilers need to set the ball off the net to keep that ball from getting blocked by Katia. Yeah, all day.
Yeah, all day.
I mean, they didn't put any block even up. No one even went up.
No, and that was kind of a deceptive pass there by Keeley. It was a back set, right?
Yeah.
I kind of lost it there for a second, but yeah, Keeley with a nice back set over to Katia. She just puts it down. Now Katia's moved back to serve. Oh, had a lot of mustard on that one. It goes out the backcourt.
Maybe some adrenaline from
Feeling that adrenaline.
From that kill.
Yep. So we're tied at 7. Get a quick substitution in. Simpson out and Davis in. Davis is going to move back to serve.
I noticed the Vikings sporting their new jerseys. I saw that earlier in the season.
That's right, yes.
So nice that now they have 3 of them that they can rotate around,
yep.
and especially on those long tournament days.
So timing a little bit off there is Trista not able to get that past the blockers. It was kind of a tough pass again, just timing. Just she tried to push it and just couldn't get on it.
Yeah, and did she try to hit it with her left hand maybe?
Yeah.
She had to maybe.
Yep, had to.
Oh boy.
That is an ace serve.
Wow.
Gosh, Keeley kind of fell awkward there, right?
Well, and I thought maybe I saw her jaw kind of bounce off the court, but
I think she's okay. It sure looked awkward though.
Yeah, she was very aggressively trying to go after the ball.
Kaysen on the serve receive. Nice pass to Keeley. Keeley sets up Trista. Trista right back at it. Nice swing. They dig it up. They get it over on the second pass. Oh, a little bit of a tangle there, but we got it. Haxton with a nice swing. Ball gets up into the rafters, falls back down. Swing from number 1, Matlick. That cuts over. Katia with a swing into the back row. Libero Davis could not get to it in time.
Yeah, she didn't have the right angle.
Fantastic kill by Katia Blanchett there out of the back row. Great passing there by the Vikings, too.
Feels like we should be ahead, Mike.
It does.
I just looked at the score, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, just a 1-point advantage right now. Riley Toll with the serve. Let's see if we can make this 2. Back set from Davis. A little bit of an attack here. Haxton gets on that. Girls are looking for a touch, and they get it. I'm not sure who got the partial block on it. I did see the spin on the ball change just a little bit as it went over.
We need the college replay where they can
I know, yeah.
do it frame by frame. And
some colleges are better than others.
Yes.
Riley with the service error there. She goes wide left to our near side here. And
she's frustrated with herself.
She's frustrated. She'd like to have that one back.
Yeah.
It's senior night. She wants to rock it here, and she's having a little bit of a tough time, but That's all right. Vikings are ahead there. Whoa,
There we
Trista
go.
gets on that.
That was a beautiful pass. That play was set up with a beautiful pass from Katya. Keeley hardly had to even move, which made it for a perfect set and a perfect execution.
And Trista was just
I mean,
airborne. My goodness, she's got some ups.
She does. She really does.
Haxton, nice serve. Davis sets up. Oh, Katia with the dig.
Darn
Off
it.
the ceiling
Yeah.
there. Yeah, Sokin with a nice kill there as Katia digs it up but puts it into the rafters, bounces around and falls down. So
Sometimes you can chase that ball around, but sometimes it just
had a lot of velocity on it. You weren't going to get that one. So,
Yeah.
so Taven Davis is going to move back to serve. Libero. Oh, and our Libero. Tatum Reed not able to get that one popped up.
That was a little float serve, though, and it just died.
It
The
did.
last couple feet all of a sudden just dropped.
Katya, Keeley, Kaysen. They dig it up. Swing from Sokin. It's covered. Katya out of the back row. That one's going to go long. Point Oilers.
All right, Vikings need to rally together here and try to get this turned around before it gets out of reach. It's only 3 points, but momentum changes quickly in volleyball.
It certainly does. Trista with a free ball now for the Oilers. Let's see what they cook up.
Ooh, tight.
Oh, overpass there right to the net. Strauss not able to dig that one out and really can get anything on it. So Vikings pull it back to within 2. Trista Spittler's going to move back to serve. Looks like she's going to serve just right of middle. Nice hard serve over the net. They're going to give us the point. Or is it a replay? Oh, early whistle. I guess.
They really didn't signal anything other than replay, so I don't really
I'm
know.
I'm not sure. Yep, there's the, R2 just signaled replay, so. Trista, another nice hard serve. Oh, wow, overpass. I can't believe they dug that up and kept it in. Keeley sets up Katya. She gets on it, and that's in.
Nice. Again, I think the Oilers were a little out of system from the previous play, and, of course, didn't put up a block again against Katya.
I feel like we're moving a lot faster than we were in that first match.
Mm-hmm.
Trista with another nice serve. Oh, a little bit of a tangle there as Davis and Klima get tangled up there in the back row. We're tied at 13. Spittler, another hard serve. Davis picks that one up. Back set from her sister Davis. Oh, we try to get a block on the attack. Can't get it down on our side, though, or can't get it down on their side. It falls on our side, and Oilers pick up the point.
Yeah, and some hitters are better about tooling off the block, and I don't know that that's the case in that particular play if it just kind of rolled off her fingers, but some hitters can really use that to their advantage.
So serve coming from Emery Simpson. Her sister Avon has checked in, excuse me. Hard attack by Katya. They dig it up. Oh my goodness. Nice attack by Marilyn Sokin to get it through the blockers, and it falls in the donut hole.
The Oilers are showing some good defense, picking up our attack game.
Yeah, that back row play is really strong.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, that may have gone out.
I'm not sure if it would have.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Keep them honest.
Another good dig.
Great dig. Keeley tries to do a back set dump and doesn't get it up over the tape. I think it was the right idea.
Yeah.
That was the right play.
Yeah.
I think it would have thrown him out of system. We just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, probably need to contact the ball a little bit higher and let it drop quite so low.
Katya with an off-speed attack there, kind of rolls it over. Swing from 17, it's covered. Kaysen gets on that one. It's partially blocked. They dig it. Here comes a swing from 17 again. Oh, Haxton gets it popped up, but nobody's getting to it. Marilyn Sokin doing yeoman's work there at the net.
I mean, she made the right choice because she had to do something,
Yes.
and extending her arm out was about her only chance.
Oh,
so
yeah, absolutely.
I'd rather see a player extend an arm out than just let it hit the dang corner floor.
Yep.
So.
Oh, no, I've been on the wrong view this whole time.
What view are you on?
I was on this this camera thing, so we've just been watching it at the net. I'm doing too many things at once. Sorry, guys. We'll go to that full court view.
See, check your phone, see if you have
Yeah,
any
I'm
texts.
probably getting all
I got
kinds
a couple.
of texts. Yeah. Fix the camera. I don't have to use obscenities. Goodness.
Right?
No, they didn't. Sorry about that, guys. Like I tell Charlene, you get what you pay for.
That's right. For the salary we're making, Mike, I mean, we should produce a better quality show. But
I know, it is big money. And so luxurious. The places that they put us up.
pay for all of our travel expenses.
All the travel expenses, yeah.
That must be with your other partner.
Yeah, she's over in the JV gym officiating.
So you guys are making double salary
Yeah,
tonight.
double salaries tonight, yeah. Okay, coming out of the timeout, everybody can actually watch the game now. Cotty's going to talk to R1. Get some, I guess the captains did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Get some things figured out. Okay, serve coming from Emery Simpson. Keeley sets up Katia. Not quite where Katia would have liked it, but Vikings still going. Nice block, and that's in. Grabbed the line as it went over.
Wow, came off the block and just, barely
stayed in bounds.
Snuck in there in that corner.
Larita was all over it. Man, that was great.
Yeah.
Fantastic block there by Katia. Keeley with a nice hard serve there, picked up by Libero Davis. Haxton, Keeley, Katia gets on it.
Yep.
Got the partial block, and it rolls out of bounds. Smoky Valley back to within 2.
Yeah, number 15, Strauss.
Yeah, Strauss.
Trying to put up a block against Katia's attack.
Keeley switching the corners up a little bit here. Strauss with the swing. Katia all over it. Oh, they dumped it on the second pass, and we were asleep at the wheel.
We weren't ready at all for that. No, we were spectating.
Yep, they were expecting a third pass to go up, but nope, they gave it back to us.
We get so used to that 1, 2, 3.
Yep, that's right. So Sokin with the serve, but they're going to say
footfall on the server.
Footfall on the server.
Yeah,
okay.
Larita over there waved her red flag.
Okay, all right. So good heads-up play there by Larita Olson. All over that. You don't see that too often.
No.
Kaysen French with an ace serve.
Nice.
Klima trying to get underneath it and can't make it. So Vikings to within 1. Oh, and a little bit of a breakdown there in the back row as Davis and Sokin get a little confused. I think the ball must have drifted.
Yeah, I think it did. And I think, those ones that are close, some players just automatically always go for them, and some hesitate and then decide at the last minute. And by that time, you typically can't make a very good pass.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what happened there, too. They didn't commit to it early enough.
So Vikings go on a 3-0 run, and we're tied up at 18.
We have been informed that the concession stand will be closing soon.
Concessions are closing soon. Do you need a hot dog?
I think I'm good.
You're good? Okay, I am also good.
All right. Gosh, it's hard to believe that we're about ready to wrap up regular season, and Smoky Valley will not be playing in that Abilene tournament that they've played in for so many years.
I know. It's just I said it last match. It's a different world.
Yep.
It's a different world.
And like Coach Snyder said, it was going to be really hard to play all day in a Saturday, pretty intense tournament, as you remember.
Yes.
And then come Monday, potentially play in a regional.
Yes.
So I completely understand why they went away from that one this year. I think a lot of teams did, because I talked to another coach today, and she said there's only 5 teams in that tournament. Used to be 10.
Yeah. It's a big tournament.
Yeah, and a very competitive one.
Yeah, very much so. Speaking of competitive, they're at the net.
Yeah.
Katia on the dig. Keeley with a pass back to Katia. She gets on that and puts it down.
Yeah, I just don't think Central Plains has much of a blocking answer. They had two players up there. They didn't blocked together. There was a pretty significant gap between them, and the timing wasn't on either. So.
Right. But I think they make up for it in their back row play.
Yes.
It's just that Katia is so strong.
Yeah.
And so fast with it.
And she's got a fast arm. Like,
Yeah.
she swings fast.
Yep. Kaysen, hard serve.
I would go right back at it.
Yep.
The two of them have struggled together
Yeah,
on communication, and they've kind of botched a couple of them because I don't know that anybody's really calling for the ball, so maybe they're not sure who's going for it.
Well, and Coach had just subbed in Addison Green there.
Yeah.
And that's who got tangled up there with Libero Davis. So that leads to another timeout after dropping 2 more points, and Vikings are the first to 20.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
Yeah. I don't know what the statistics say on that, but I remember being told that the first team to 20, I don't know, there's like a 75% chance that you'll win if you're the first to 20. I don't know if that's...
I would say that it's a higher percentage. I mean, there's definitely something to it.
Yeah.
It's hard to say what the exact numbers are, but yes, there is something to
Yeah.
that. And you see, I have seen a lot of college coaches will call a timeout at 19 points and try to break the
stop.
serve and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
just to try to keep it out of that 20 number. So I don't know if it's a mental thing or
well,
what.
and I feel like the points from 20 to 25 go faster than any of the other points in the game.
That's usually how it goes. Case and French coming out of the timeout. Libero Davis picks it up. Simpson digs. Oh, wow. Nice dig by Trista. Tough pass there by the Oilers and puts it into the net. And Vikings pick up the point on the passing error.
Yeah, good defensive play there by Trista Spittler, number 11 for the Vikings.
Sokin is checked back into the back row, coming in for, Green. Kaysen with a nice serve. Strauss gets that one bumped over, free ball. Kind of out of system here for the Vikings. Haxton gets it pushed over, partial block, they dig it up. Swing from, set. Pushed it over there by number 15. And swing from Katia, off-speed attack there, off to the right. Nice job recognizing that gap there and putting the ball in it.
That assist goes to Riley Toll, which I remember in the Clay Center game. She said a couple different times in that one rotation, Keeley can't get there, and I know Riley did some setting in her younger years, so she's got beautiful hands and stepped into that role.
Oh, nice hard attack there by number 5, Simpson. Jeez.
Oilers didn't give up on that play.
No, they didn't. Kept the ball alive as best they could, but the ball does fall on their side. Vikings pick up the point. Oh, and that finally breaks it. Let's see, that would have been, it was 16 to 18. So we went on a 7-0 run. Now it's 7-1 run.
Nice.
So nice job by the Vikings.
Gives us a little bit of a cushion here.
French, Keeley over to Katia, who gets that one over. Free ball now again for the Vikings. Back set over to Katia on the slide. She gets it over the blockers and puts it down.
Yeah.
Well executed.
Yes, I like that slide. I like that play that they just ran on her, coming around that right side.
So that sets up set point for the Vikings. Viking Strong is up and clapping. Let's hear you cheering at home. Katia with the serve. Overpass. Trista. Keeley. Trista. Oh, it's blocked, but dug up by Haxton. Trista gets it pushed over to their side. They set it up. Here comes a swing from 25. Katia digs it up. Keeley back over to Trista again. She gets it down. Ball still alive. Oh, they're going to call a lift on that.
Yeah.
They're going to call a lift on that. So outstanding scrappy play by those Oilers, though. But they win. Vikings win the set 25-19.
Yeah, that reminds me of the play Tuesday night. That's kind of what happened with Hillsborough. The Hillsborough coach was upset because the up official didn't call that as a lift, very similar to what we just saw. And she was upset thinking that should have been called. So.
Well, apparently the officials must have gotten together and decided, said, you see that again, maybe call it. I'm sure that's how that goes.
Yeah, and as you and I were talking earlier, too, there definitely is a shortage of officials in the state of Kansas in all sports.
Yes.
So if you do have an interest in stepping up and being an official, reach out to the Kansas High School Activities Association, and they will hook you up to the requirements needed to do that.
There are so many good reasons why you should become an official. And not least of most is it's actually pretty easy money.
Yeah.
I have talked to some folks that have just gotten into it, and they're like, made $300 in one day.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's like real money, guys.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and for all those people that said, well, I could do a better job than that guy, let's see it. You know, go on
Right.
out there.
Yep.
Volleyball, I think volleyball especially is. I'm not going to say that it's easy for officials, but I think it's
It's not as physically.
It's not physically demanding,
Right.
And I think it's approachable,
Right.
You know,
Right.
Now I've consumed a lot of volleyball, so
Right.
so I feel a little more comfortable about things, and so I wouldn't mind being an official someday,
Right.
But I think volleyball would be a great gateway sport to get in if you want to be an official.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can also pick and choose when you want to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like substitute teaching.
It is.
You don't have to do every game. You don't have to do Saturdays. I know people that don't do any Saturdays.
Right.
Or people that only want to do junior high or middle school. They don't want to do high school. So you have lots of options.
And that's on the Keisha side. There's the club side.
True.
And the club officials, they make real money too.
Yeah.
And they work a weekend, they work a Friday evening, a Saturday, and part of a Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's real money, and they will put you up.
Yeah, right.
We've
right.
talked to those officials, and they're like, yeah, they buy our hotel and our food and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and they take care of them. So, that's kind of the next level if you want to get into that.
Right,
but,
right.
But yeah, I would strongly suggest reaching out to Keisha. Scott Goodhart does a great job training folks. They're always having some kind of a training orientation session for officials. So, get out there and check it out if you're interested at all.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments each team makes, or maybe they don't.
Yeah.
Maybe they felt like we'll do the same game plan, just with better execution.
Yeah. Well, and it kind of went back and forth early there.
Yeah.
I think that we definitely have a rotation. When Katia is on the front row, we have an advantage.
Yep. And the matchup tonight, sometimes the matchup on the other side, like a Beloit or sometimes an Abilene even, the matchup might match up better for the other team.
Right.
But tonight, they don't have the blocking action at the net like sometimes we would see against, a Katia up there.
Right. Well, I feel like our passes are a lot crisper.
Yes.
I feel like that we're executing better than we did in the opening match. Clay Center put us on our heels a little bit, but and that's not to say Central Plains isn't. I feel like we're just recovering better.
Right.
And
I think the girls look a little more relaxed. I see a few more smiles, and
they do.
And maybe Clay Center, they were a little uptight, knowing how good Clay Center has been this season.
I think there's something to that, absolutely.
And maybe psych themselves out a little bit, because they do seem a lot more relaxed, talking to one another, smiling,
and maybe getting the senior thing out of the way.
Yeah. Maybe
there's something to that, too.
Yeah, I think with girls it's different, too, than, I don't know that guys, really worry about senior night much. But
and there's Katia right out of the gate.
Nice.
Again, good execution. She hit that thing, I don't know, about 6 feet off the net.
Yeah.
Really tough to defend that.
Yeah, definitely. And again, no strong blocker up there to stop that ball.
Keeley with a hard serve. Swing from number 5, and that one's she tried to get it up over the blockers, but Avon Simpson put that one in the backcourt.
Yeah. I'm sure, when you're an attacker and you're going against Katia, you're worried about her blocking. You're going to try to hit it high, and it just didn't work out.
Yep. So that attack was from Strauss. That's going to be an overpass. It glances off the antenna and goes out of bounds. So nice kill by Maggie Strauss.
Yep. We were talking about college ball, too. A shout-out to Abby Rose, playing at the University of Nebraska-Kearney, and Hope Duncan at Fort Hays, both seeing some nice playing minutes.
Yeah, we got to enjoy that on Tuesday night. Thanks for covering this so we could go, and it was good to see the girls out there playing.
They played against one another.
They played against one another, and it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm sure they enjoyed seeing one another, too.
Yep. Oh, wow, we're just exchanging gifts out there. There's 2 back-to-back service errors on both sides of the court. Gets the Oilers the ball back. Let's see here what's going on. We got some substitutions and whatnot. So Taylon Davis is going to go back to serve. Matlick is checked into the front row.
Yeah, came in for Emery Simpson.
Keeley, oh my. She called it in. I couldn't tell from here.
Did R2 call anything?
She looked at line judge.
Okay.
So,
and I'm not. I don't know really where the point of focus was though, because I don't think that's where they thought she was going to hit it.
no, it looked a little wide left to me, but we're on the wrong side of the line. So that was very
Another
wide
missed
left.
serve.
Another service error. So we keep shooting ourselves in the foot here a little bit.
Yeah, we'll need to clean that up going into regionals and sub-state because those are free points that you don't want to give away.
Allie Klima with the serve. Haxon on the receive. Keeley to Trista. They dig it up. Oh, wow.
Oh, that was tough.
Swing from Warda. Glances off the block, and it pops up over the back row.
Yeah, it came off the fingers. It was too high for Riley to do anything with it, and it just dropped right behind her.
So Klima again with the serve. That one's going to go long. Nope, Kaysen French keeps it up. Katia with a roll shot out of the back row. Hit it off the heel of her hand, and it fell into the net. So she wasn't quite as high as she was hoping she was.
No, and it just came wonky off of her hand there right into the net.
Another nice serve by Klima. Riley hits that one into the tape. And the Oilers have gone on a little 3-0 run here. Vikings trail by 2. It's 4-6. Advantage Oilers. Klima continues to serve. Katia calls that one. Keeley over to Trista. Trista had to reach back behind her head. A little bit out of position on that. And hit the tape.
Yeah, Vikings need to regroup here. Somebody step up, be a leader. And Katia looks like she's trying to settle her teammates down.
Nice serve. Kaysen French on the receive. Keeley back over to Katia.
Oh,
this time
well,
gets
we'll
it
take
over.
it.
Yeah. Softer attack out of the back row there.
Yeah.
And Klima not able to dig that one up.
Yeah, wise play on Katia's part there. I think they thought she was going to, do her usual pound, and she just didn't.
Yeah, she did not crush it. It was just kind of a little off speed. Swing coming from Sokin on that one.
Oh. Yeah, lucky on that one. That ball would have been out of bounds, and she at the last minute stuck her hand up, and it didn't cross on the right side of the pin of the antenna.
I looked down for a second. I missed it. So.
Yeah, it came wide on the pin.
Riley Toll. That's an ace serve. Oh, geez. Who was that? Maggie Strauss.
Yeah.
Not, thankfully. No, that wasn't Strauss.
That was 16.
Warda.
Yes, Warda.
Warda thankfully did not end up in the bleachers and hurt herself. She's in good shape. Riley, nice serve again. Oh, wow. Sokin with a nice shot. Got it up over the blockers, past the back row. Everybody thought it might drift out of bounds, but it stayed in.
Yeah, I think Kaysen was keeping a pretty close eye on it and decided to bail on it, thinking it was going to sail out of bounds, and it just didn't.
Okay, so R1, Mike Jantz talking to our captains.
Not sure what that was about.
Not sure what's happening here.
What's Coach asking?
I don't know. That had to be both coaches, though. Tegan Davis
The
with the serve.
coach is not staying in the box?
Maybe so. Maybe that's it. Oh, Tegan with a nice attack out of the back row. Katia returns fire.
Oh.
Who was that? 17, Sokin.
Yeah.
Marilyn Sokin got a partial block on that, and then it fell in the donut hole as the back row couldn't collapse quick enough.
I wonder, too, if they're just not used to making a lot of successful blocks, and so they didn't read it correctly.
Well, in that back row, part of their strength, they're going to stay back because that's where the attacks are going.
Right.
Sokin on that attack, dug up by Katia. And that is
Cameron Ryan.
Cameron Ryan, thank you. Getting that one pushed over the net there and down. Nice Cameron Ryan kill.
She came in Tuesday night and did the same thing against Hillsboro. Had a couple good attacks in a row to help the Vikings.
Haxton with a good serve. Strauss with a good attack dug up by Katya. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
And Trista Spittler gets on that. That was going to go on out of bounds, but they decided to put a hand on it.
She did. She stuck her hand out and not enough to stop it.
Just kept
Ricocheted,
on going.
Yep.
Tatum Reed is checked in for the Vikings here as libero. Missed that earlier. Haxton with another nice serve.
Oh.
Nice swing by Maggie Strauss. Yeah. I thought Sokin was going to get it, but it went a little bit wider outside there on the far side, and Ward took care of business. So they're hanging around, still within one here. Vikings have the lead, 10-9.
Yeah, they're not going away. They're continuing to battle.
Emery Simpson with a nice serve. Keeley doing a nice job staying out of the net there and keeping the ball alive. Free ball now. Keeley, a little bit out of system here as Tatum sets up Trista. Too far off the net. Trista tries to get on top of it and puts it in the tape.
So Keeley is now in the front row, which makes her eligible to be an attacker.
Yes.
So when she's coming from the back to the front, she cannot, but now she is a front row player. So that would be the difference if you're wondering.
Oh, and that one got tangled in the tape, but the Vikings doing a good job of keeping the ball alive. Oh, no. And that one was going to go long.
Was sailing out of bounds.
And Haxton sailed it over to Terry Reed over there, who's ready to go with his camera. Katia on the serve receive. Keeley over to Cameron. Couldn't see who it was. Sorry, Cameron Ryan. It's another Cameron kill.
This is the role she played Tuesday night. I was so impressed. She came in and, because what is she, sophomore or freshman? What number is Cameron? 11?
11. No, 18.
18. Sophomore.
Sophomore, yeah. She's doing a nice job.
And she really did the other night as well.
So there was a little off-speed attack there. Katia could not get a block on it. It kind of glanced off her right hand where no one was and fell to the ground. So
yeah,
Oilers have retaken the lead here.
Well, and if she's going to go up and try to block in that situation, her teammates need to be aware of that.
Yeah. Sokin with a good serve. Katia getting on it, but Davis digs it up. Yeah. Fantastic job by libero. Spittler, Keeley, Cameron. Oh, there's that Katia block. There it is again. It's a Katia Blanchett block party.
Yeah, if you're the Oilers, you just can't afford to have a close play at the net with her because she's probably going to win. She's strong, she's tall, she's smart. Like, dang it.
Keeley knocks that one out the back court. Oilers retain that 1-point lead.
This looks like it might go point for point here, Mike.
It might. This was about the time we got some separation in that last set.
Yes, that's true. We made a run, 3 or 4 point run, I think.
Keeley sets up Katia. Oh, they overpass. We push it back over to them. Riley Toll with the push. Oh, boy. Marilyn Sokin with the attack out of the back row. Blockers couldn't get on that.
Yeah, Cameron just needs to push over a little bit, use her core strength, and push that ball over.
Katia on the receive. Keeley sets up Katia. Katia, nice read. Pushing that to her left there, right in the gap.
Yeah, I was a little worried because that set was kind of really pushing her tight, but she made a play, and I think her height also helped her out on that particular
Well, that extra height just gives you, even a half a second or a millisecond or whatever, that extra hang time to where you can make a decision and make an adjustment.
That's right.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Case and French serving for the Vikings. Middle to middle, libero digs it up. Swing from Marilyn Sokin. It's dug up by French. And there's a nice attack by Haxton.
Yeah, the Oilers put up a double block, but it just came rolling right back down on him, and coaches instructing them on tighten up their elbows and extend those arms over to make that block.
It's a nice kill for a 5'5" sophomore.
Right? She's got some jumps, though.
She sure does. Oh, wow.
Joust at the net.
Yep. Vikings do a nice job recovering, and Katia.
You know, sometimes high school officials will call that.
It was kind of a hook, sky hook shot thing.
I remember Abby would do it, and sometimes she'd get called, and sometimes she wouldn't.
She still gets called. She does. A couple times this year.
That's funny.
Keeley with a nice back set over to Katia. Oh, wow. She can just see in the court and the vision. She just puts it where they ain't.
Yeah, that's from playing a lot of volleyball.
Yep, it shows.
Really is. That's how players learn to see the court. It says play. You got to play.
Kaysen with a nice serve here as the Vikings are on a 3-0 run.
Oh,
great job by Keeley.
I think the teammates from the Oilers were yelling out, but their teammate went for it.
Kaysen bumps that one over. It's a free ball for the Oilers. Sets it back to, oh gosh darn it, Marilyn Sokin. Sorry. And Katia puts that one away. Nice attack there again. She's so far off the net. She's hitting like an outside.
Right.
Like way far off the net on the outside. So.
Yeah. I think she does better with the ball a little bit further off the net. I mean, she can run some quicks in the middle for sure.
Yeah.
But I do think she likes to come a little bit further off.
Well, and it
gives her a bigger.
She's very effective with that because the defenders don't know quite. They don't know where she's going with it.
Right.
The angle is such that it feels like there's no way she's going to get to it. And then she does, and then it's like, where is she going to go with it? And by then it's too late.
And I think she's got a really fast arm speed.
Yeah.
On her swing. You know, some you can see that, you know, they'll methodically go back for their approach, but man, she's fast. She's got a really fast arm speed.
It feels a little bit like because it's on this side, it feels a little bit like she's running a slide, but she's not going behind the setter.
Right.
But it feels like a slide a little bit with the speed and the timing of it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's really an effective attack.
Like a 3, or some people call it like a 31, but it's just a ball that is splitting the difference between the middle and the outside, or middle and the right side.
Yeah.
Abby ran those a lot in high school, too, for us.
Kaysen continues to serve for the Vikings. Dug up by Davis Libero. Roll shot attack there by Simpson. Katia has to push it over. That gets popped up. Keeley doing a good job keeping the ball alive. Good scrappy play by the Vikings. Oh boy. Oh, they're not going to. Mike's going to let it go.
Yeah.
It hurt him, but he's going to let it go.
There's a couple.
Yep. Keeley with a back set. Oh no. Back set slide, but it's still alive. Oh, that's going to go out of bounds.
Yes.
Trista with a nice read. Now she's just showing off. Avon Simpson with too strong of an attack. Goes at the backcourt after a nice rally.
Yeah, our R1, Mike Jans, grimaced on that one play. He's like, I should have called it, but it's too late now.
He wanted to blow the whistle, but
we got the point. So in the end, I guess it was okay.
Kaysen continuing to serve. My goodness. Great serve there. Throws him out of system. It's a free ball now for the Vikings. Keeley with a nice back set over to Riley. Tola gets on it. Oh, and knocks it out the backcourt. Just didn't get the elevation she needed. She really wants that one back. Really frustrated. Hate to see that.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job otherwise.
Yeah.
I hate that that's affecting her that much.
Right. And she's kind of tough on herself.
She is.
So.
She just holds herself at a high standard, and
Yeah, and like I said, there's a lot of emotions tonight, senior night.
There really are.
She's in a little bit different situation than the rest, and it's hard.
Yep. So Katia sends over a free ball that sets up the Oilers. Oh, wow. They keep the ball alive.
Wow.
Fantastic job there by the Oilers getting that sent back over. Katia just says enough is enough, though. She puts it down.
Wow.
Tegan Davis takes it to bounce right off her face.
Yeah.
She's kind of rubbing that left cheek there a little bit.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of red.
Yeah.
Some
like,
leather marks on that cheek, maybe.
it says Voight on her cheek now.
Still blinking her eyes.
She is. Katia.
Good idea for Katia to go right back at her with the serve.
Right back at her. Katia on the dig.
Nice.
Keeley sets up Trista Spittler. Oh, wow. Fantastic job. Read that libero going left.
Yep.
Trista hits it right. Puts it down. Vikings first to 20.
Keeley made a good choice, too, to go to choose her, Trista, as her attacker in that particular play. That was who she needed to go to. Let Riley kind of settle down a little bit and not put that pressure right back on her with that following set. So I like that she went off of Riley for a minute and chose Trista.
And that you know, I haven't really, I called Keeley's name a lot, but I really am impressed with the way Keeley's been running the show out there. That's what setters do. That's their gig. That's what they do. And she's doing a nice job of moving the ball around on the court, keeping the defense on their heels, and being able to read what needs to happen in order for our attackers to get the best shot that they can.
That's right. And when you're running a 5-1, like she doesn't come off the court. She's putting a lot of steps on in a night. So I look for her in the next year to develop maybe her own attack game. I'd love to see her go up on that second ball that comes and swing when she's up there.
Yeah.
And be aggressive. But that takes time. We worked on that with Adrienne Hazelwood for a while. And if you're a setter for so many years, you're not used to working on your attack game. So you don't have a lot of confidence with it. So, but I would think that would be a really good weapon for the Vikings next year.
Absolutely. Katia with a hard serve there. Gets them out of system.
Oh.
Ball rolls over. Hits the tape. Oh, my gosh. Just like they drew it up.
Yeah, it came off that tape and caused some havoc.
Getting some free popcorn
here?
Popcorn
to eat on the way home.
All right, there you go. All right,
nice
Keela
set.
sets up Trista. Trista doing a nice job there as Warda can't contain it.
You know, and I like that Keeley is recognized. I've noticed just in the time I've watched Trista, she connects so much better when that ball is pushed to the pin.
Yes.
Because she comes out further wide, and I think that just works better in her favor.
Yep. Oh, Katia with a dig. Nice stat for Katia Blanchett, getting that dig up. Kaysen with the dig on this one. There's a swing from Haxton. It's blocked. She pushes it back over. Attack, blocked. Ensuing attack gets the point.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking about their names. We got a Katia, a Kaysen, a Keeley, Kinsley.
Yes. Yeah, there's too many.
Too many of those Ks that we're trying to say every time.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Nice play.
Keeley keeping the ball alive.
Yeah.
Great pass. Katia trying it again and seeing if Keeley can just repeat what she just had done.
Yeah,
she couldn't.
Because before Keeley did that ball didn't look good for the Vikings.
No, it really didn't. So Tegan Davis serving from the far side, picked up by Tatum Reed. Keeley dumps it on the second pass, and that's a Keeley kill.
You just couldn't wait to say that.
I've been waiting the whole match. All right, we're going to get a little substitution here. Cameron in for Kaysen.
Nice to see our student body here tonight supporting our Vikings.
Practice let out, so finally get in here and cheer.
Yeah.
They're going to say it's a lift on the Oilers.
Yeah, good call.
Yep.
I like that call.
So that sets up match point for the Vikings. We want to hear you cheering from home. Nice serve from Haxton. Good back set there. Haxton on the dig. Keeley pops it up for Katia with a swing out of the back row. Roll shot dug up. Back set again. Back over to Strauss, who gets that up. Keeley to Trista Spittler. Great dig attempt there by Davis.
Trista ripped that one.
Sure did.
She got up and had a really nice swing on that in that set.
So Vikings win the second set 25-17 after winning the first one 25-19. So very consistent play there by the Vikings.
The Vikings go 1-1 on the night, take a loss to Clay Center, but rally back and finish the night with a W against Central Plains.
Great way to finish off senior night. Kids are excited. Good to see everybody out and cheering for everybody. And I think this is our last
home game.
Last home game. I don't think we could do it for sub-state. And we should mention all the state stuff. We were probably slightly wrong. There were more details. We talked to Coach Doug Schneider, and he filled us in on some things that we can't explain right now. But just know that it's different.
It's different, and just know that not everybody goes to sub-state.
Not everybody goes to sub-state. Those are the main things.
That's right. Everybody goes to regionals.
Yes. And there's many regional tournaments, like small.
Yes.
Not many more than one, but small mini tournaments.
Right. And he mentioned something about Colby possibly.
Yes, it sounds like chances are pretty good. We would if things went right now, we would go to Colby to play in a
which is out of my stomping ground.
Yeah,
Mike.
that's right. Yeah, you could go stay with the folks.
I know. Shout out to my mom, dad who are listening. I'm sure.
Oh well, hey. I hope your folks are doing well.
They are.
Good.
They
Good.
are.
Let's see. I think that's everything for tonight. We're not going to probably do any kind of coaches interview or anything. So.
Yeah, and I know I mentioned Abby and Hope earlier. I don't know Fort Hayes' schedule right off the top of my head, but I do know that Abby's going to play next month in Emporia and Topeka, Washburn. So if you have any interest in watching that or going to that game, you could head to Emporia or Topeka and support Abby.
Just if you want to just go watch some high-level volleyball, it truly is high-level volleyball. It's not JUCO ball. It's not high school ball. It's the real stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. I highly suggest you check it out if you're a volleyball aficionado.
Yeah, and it's been fun just watching the sport of volleyball grow just nationally, you know, at all levels. And and I think club maybe has something to do with that too. But
there was a real renaissance here in the Midwest over the last decade with volleyball, and it shows. We talked about some of the tradition here with volleyball, and I think that's part of that renaissance and how important volleyball is to a community and to a school.
Right. And I know your wife Jenica started a club here, and I know it has paid off. I told her time and time again that these young girls coming up through Smoky Valley High School and definitely benefit from having that club opportunity.
She puts a lot of time into that, and we have Central Plains girls that come over. We've had Clay Center girls come play in our club. We've had Concordia. They come from all over to play with the Strikers.
Lots of Salina, of course.
Lots of Salina, but I mean, they travel from a long way to come play with the Strikers.
Yeah.
And we try to make it, Jenica, tries to make it affordable and approachable and
flexible.
And flexible. Yeah, you can spend crazy money on club.
Right.
It is a religion, but we try to make it to where everyone can take part, and that's where the strength is. That's why we're seeing the benefit here in the Valley.
And you're not expecting your club players to travel to Houston, or if you want those opportunities, this may not be your club. And I think people appreciate that because they hear stories of, we had to fly every weekend somewhere, and that's not what the Strikers is about. And I, as a parent, I appreciated that because it helps keep things in balance. It did for our family while we're doing other things in high school.
Yes, and that's very tough to do in these days. To strike that balance.
That's right.
But we have done the long traveling stuff. Abby was at a level that was beyond Strikers, so we went to a bigger club. And we did travel a lot.
That's right.
And it was hard.
Yeah.
She did basketball and volleyball.
Yeah, she would finish a basketball game on Friday night, and you guys
we would drive all night and go to Dallas.
But she had big goals and aspirations, too, and so it fit what she needed.
Yeah.
And I think that's key with any club. It's got to fit what your goals and aspirations and dreams are. And if it's just, I want to be a successful high school player and I don't want to play after that, then find the club that meets that.
And we think that the Strikers do that.
Absolutely.
And we want it to where you are a benefit to your school.
Right.
We want to help your middle school and your high school, and that's what Strikers is about.
Right. And like my daughter didn't play a winter sport, so club was great because she wanted to still be active and involved. And And so it was a perfect fit for her. So it just has to be the right thing for you and your family, whatever that is. And maybe it's no club, you know?
It might be, but yeah, there are lots of opportunities out there if you've got a youngin that you want to get out there. And boys volleyball too is really starting to come on.
It is.
If you've got a young man that doesn't want to do basketball, doesn't want to do football, club volleyball is the real deal, man. Holy
And it's
smokes.
fun at those big tournaments. I mean, to watch those boys.
Oh gosh.
It's really fun.
That is next level stuff. So anyway.
Yep.
Listen, we appreciate you coming out and helping with this.
It's fun to be back.
This is great. It's good to see you again.
I always love being in this gym.
Yeah, shout out to John. I hope Mr. Ramsey's doing okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doing well.
Okay.
Hopefully doing dishes.
No. Okay.
Send the message to him.
Mr. Ramsey, get the dishes done. I'll send him a text here. I'll remind him. I think that's it.
Mike.
Oh, the last thing I wanted to tell everyone, last I read, Aurora Borealis tonight. Get outside and look at the auroras. We're forecast to have stuff like we had over the summer, so if you missed them over the summer or if you saw them and it was amazing, I hope it's clear tonight. It's supposed to be around 10 o'clock. Go outside and look north.
Yeah, think about our friends in Florida, too.
Think about our friends in Florida.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
And North Carolina and South Carolina and Georgia. And
that's right,
oh, my
the
goodness.
South. Yeah.
So
we're blessed.
We are blessed. So, well, thanks, everybody, for tuning in and for cheering on the Vikings. And I think that's going to wrap us up for now. We got more volleyball. We don't play this weekend, right?
No.
Yeah, I think we're off.
I think we're done. Yeah, with weekends.
We're done with weekends. So with Smoky Valley Volleyball, check out live.smokeyvalley.org for more links to games and schedules. We've got senior night for football tomorrow night, so come on out and cheer on the Vikings as they play tomorrow night and get the seniors off and away. So. We'll be honoring not just football seniors, but seniors for all sports, including volleyball and everything.
That's for fall sports.
For all fall sports.
Yeah.
All fall sports.
Band, cheerleaders,
everything,
dance.
all the activities. If you're a senior, you're going to be recognized.
Awesome.
So, and your parents too. So we appreciate what everybody does for the Valley and for what they do for Smoky Valley and make this school great.
Yeah, absolutely. All of our community sponsors, business sponsors that help. And booster clubs and takes a village.
Fantastic stuff. It really does. And our village is pretty dang good. So we do okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. And for Charlene, and I'm Mike. And will you everyone have a great rest of your week.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.